Welcome, Kelvin Dale here, revealing how the Irish had an impact on helping shape the United States. Everyone's heard tales of the Wild West, full of shootouts, silver strikes, and saloons, but few know the story of an Irish superwoman who outworked, outwitted, and outgave many others on the frontier that earned her the nickname Angel. And when I say superwoman, I really mean it when it comes to Nellie Cashman, who was a fearless Irish woman of the American West. Let's get into it. Picture Ireland in the mid-1800s, where blight-blackened fields were causing famine and starvation. In a small corner of County Cork, Ireland, a widowed mother named Fanny Cashman clung to her two young daughters as the Great Famine tightened its grip, stealing both crops and futures. The oldest daughter was a 5-year-old Ellen, whom the world would come to know as Nellie. When the chance came to cross the Atlantic, this small family of 3 females, traveling with her mother and her baby sister Frances, left behind a land of graves and eviction notices for the heaving decks of an immigrant ship. By the time Nellie set foot in America, she was still only a child. She had escaped her old world and was ready to carve out an entirely new one. By the 1870s, Nellie reached Pioche, a rough silver boom town in eastern Nevada near the Utah border, where gunfights and claim jumpers ruled chaotic camps. She opened a boarding house offering clean beds, hearty meals, and fair prices amid the violence. Profits funded her own gold and silver claims, blending business savvy with aid to miners, including bailing out her sister Fanny's husband from jail. Then came the moment that made her name a legend. After 2 years in Pioche, Nellie headed to British Columbia's Cassiar goldfields. In late 1874, from Victoria, Canada, she learned that 26 miners were trapped by snow at Dease Lake, 150 roadless miles north, up the frozen Stikine River. Most called it hopeless. Nellie rallied 5 men, loaded 1,500 pounds of supplies, and snowshoed through storms for 77 days. She nursed every survivor back to health when she got there. The miners called her the Angel of the Cassiar. The title stuck from then on. A few years later, in 1880, Nellie arrived in Tombstone, Arizona, amid its silver boom and infamous gunfights. She operated the Russ House restaurant and boarding house, plus a grocery and provision store, serving hearty meals to miners and travelers. She parlayed funds that came from her mining claims in Nevada and British Columbia that enabled her to support the local Catholic parish, today known as the Sacred Heart of Jesus Catholic Church, shown here on East Safford Street, as well as paying hospital bills for people that she didn't even know. Nellie cared for her dying sister Fanny, who passed from tuberculosis, and raised Fanny's children as her own while continuing to run businesses like the Russ House. She sold her interest there by 1882 and prospected in California and Mexico. In 1897, she joined the Klondike Gold Rush in Yukon, where she ran boarding houses in Dawson and later mined in Alaska's Fairbanks and Koyukuk regions into her late 70s. She even set a dog sledding record in 1924 at the age of 79 and passed away the following year. Where did this trail of discovery take us? Nellie Cashman's story didn't end with gold or glory. Ellie's real treasure wasn't buried in the ground, but it was in the lives that she lifted up. Her quiet determination showed that generosity and strength can thrive in the same person. It shows us that the Irish spirit didn't just survive, but it helped shape the American frontier. Thanks so much for watching. If you are Irish, your roots are from Ireland, or would like to be among the honorary Irish, you're at the right place. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, click on the notification bell, or even leave me a comment. Until next time, keep that Irish twinkle in your eye.